Hey, it's Josh over at J&H. Today we're taking a look at the Daiwa Saltiga Star Drag Reel. This is the SASD15. So you've probably seen the 15 before in the Saltiga. This is the low gear ratio model. It's been out in Japan for a whole year, but for some reason Daiwa only brought the high gear ratio to the U.S. last year and didn't bring the low. And guys in like the Northeast who are black fishing and want a bottom fishing reel were a bit angry because they that's what they fish around here. They fish the lower gear ratio. This reel is phenomenal. It's going to be super popular this year for blackfish and any sort of bottom fishing application. And then guys will use it through the spring for fluken and bass and pretty much anything inshore. It's a lightweight, powerful reel. Tons of power. You're looking at 17.6 pounds of drag out of the the Ultimate Tournament drag system. Weighs in at just 15.6 ounces. It's got 9 ball bearings, like I said, the 5-to-1 gear ratio, and it's super smooth. You turn the handle on this thing and it's just, precision, absolute precision. Daiwa's put a mag sealed ball bearing in there. They've been doing that in a lot of their reels, and it just makes things smoother, more protected. Nothing can get into inside of that thing because it's totally sealed off. And it's just one of those reels that just keeps working and working and working. And yeah, it's a luxury reel, but it is just an amazing piece of technology. Over here, that's actually a spool lock. That's not a it's not a clicker. Once you get into larger models, which are coming out soon, at the time this video was shot, the 20 sizes and larger are going to be coming out, and they're actually going to have a clicker. But this is actually a spool lock. So if you get hung up on the bottom, you can actually turn this on, and you can pull up, and you don't have to worry about damaging the internals of the reel. It basically disengages everything. Clutch over here is manual. It's going to put you into free spool, and you got to flip it back up to engage it. All aluminum, ergonomic handle, bent in, EVA knob. I love EVA knobs. If you watch any of my other videos, because they weigh nothing, so don't add any weight to the reel. And if you get them wet, you get bait on there. They feel really nice in your hand. You don't have to worry about slipping off of them. Instant anti-reverse on this thing. No play in it. It's just a really awesome reel. If you're looking for a small, powerful, lightweight, conventional reel, especially if you're doing bottom fishing, this is just absolutely perfect. It's a pleasure to fish. I fished these Saltigas before. I fished the old model. I fished the new model. They are absolutely fabulous. So check it out. It's the Daiwa Saltiga SASD15 Star Drag Reel. Retail on this is $399.95, and they are in stock and available at jnh.com.